Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for tonight's lightweight tournament quarterfinals match between Pernell Whitaker and Ike Williams. This is the greatest lightweight of all time boxing tournament, and it is Friday night. It's 11 p.m. on the East Coast. There's a reason why this broadcast is done so late. It's because I'm honoring the Friday night fights I used to watch with my brother, who was 8.5 years older than me at the time. Back in the late 1950s, he couldn't wait till the Friday night fights were on, and here we are. So we're going to do Friday night fights. And we're starting with the lightweight tournament. We're going to move on later on in this year to the middleweights and then to the heavyweights. We're just going to do those three. Let me show you how we got to where we are now. Pernell Whitaker, the 3 seed in the tournament. Ike Williams, the number 6 seed. We go over here, and in bout number 1, Roberto Duran, the number 1 seed in the tournament, lost. He was knocked out by the number 8 seed. He was the lowest rated boxer, Edward Valero, and he knocked him out in the 10th round. I don't know why he was voted 8th. Maybe it's because his career ended early. He had a tragic career. We went over it way back when we did that fight a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, last week we did Benny Leonard and Julio Cesar Chavez. Leonard was the 2nd rated boxer. Chavez was the 7th. And Leonard won as Julio Cesar Chavez kept fouling and was finally disqualified in round number 8. Jeffrey 1852 comes by. How you doing? Thanks for coming by and checking in with us. Anyway, that's how we got where we are. And we use Legends of Boxing 2 to do this fight. But before we start, let me tell you a little bit about Pernell Whitaker. He was born on January 2nd, 1964 in Norfolk, Virginia. He was the IBF lightweight champion from 89 to 92, the WBC champion from 89 to 92, WBA champion from 90 to 92, the IBF light welterweight champion 92-93. I guess that's why he was no longer, you can't hold 2 belts at the same time. So he obviously gave up his lightweight championship. He was the WBC welterweight champion 93 to 97 and the WBA light middleweight champion in 1995. He had 46 fights, 40 wins, 1 draw, 1 no contest, and 4 defeats. It says about him in the Ultimate Encyclopedia of Boxing by Harold Mullen, as we continue, world titles at every weight from lightweight to light middleweight mark Whitaker as one of the era's foremost stars. As I glance over, and Philip comes by. Hey, Philip, how you doing? Hope you're having a nice Friday evening. In his peak years, Whitaker's only setbacks were a points loss to Jose Luis Ramirez in his first lightweight title fight, a verdict generally considered to be a disgrace, and an equally controversial draw with Julio Cesar Chavez in San Antonio in 1993. Again, Whitaker was harshly treated, it says here. He was America's top amateur turning pro after taking the gold medal in the 1984 Olympics. That 84 Olympics, by the way, was in L.A. I did attend some boxing matches, but I can't tell you who I saw. I did not see Evander Holyfield, I believe, fought in 84, but I did not see him. The Ramirez loss in March of 88 snapped his winning run at 15, but he soon got back on course by taking the IBF title from Greg Hogan, the WBC belt, in a rematch with Ramirez, and then the WBA title, which he won on the first round knockout of Juan Nazario. He stepped up to win the IBF light welterweight title from Rafael Pineda in July of 92, and then took the WBC welterweight champion from Buddy McGurk. Whitaker completed the 4-timer in March 1995 by outscoring Julio Cesar Vasquez for the WBA light middleweight title. Ike Williams, the number 6 seed, yes, I just have to move on later in this page, since both fighters' names begin with W. They're on the same page. His name was Isaiah Williams. He was from Brunswick, Georgia. He was born on August 2nd, 1923. He was the NBA, National Boxing Association, lightweight champion from 45 to 47, world champion from 47 to 51. He fought 154 times, 126 wins, 4 losses, 24 defeats. He learned how to box as a means of defending the pitch on the street corner from where he sold newspapers. He turned professional in 1940, was drafted into the U.S. Army in 44, put together an impressive string of 34 successful victories before being knocked out in the 12th round by Bob Montgomery in their fight in Philadelphia in January 44. He rallied with a pair of wins over former champion Sammy Engot, and in 1945 won the NBA lightweight title by knocking out Mexican veteran Juan Zurita, who was having the last of his 130 fights. Williams defended it twice against Early Bolanos in Los Angeles and Ronnie James, I don't know any of these people, in Cardiff. He then reunified the lightweight championship by beating former conqueror Montgomery in 6 rounds. Williams was a good champion, turning back 5 challenges before drained by the effort of shedding 21 pounds. He was stopped in the 14th round by Jimmy Carter in May of 1951 when I was 1 month old. There you go. That's why I don't know him. He died in Los Angeles on September 5th, 1994. That's Ike Williams. So we're about to fight this bout, and we're going to go to Legends of Boxing 2. This was the first time I ran a tournament with Legends of Boxing 2. I made one mistake I can't correct, and that is real simple. These are 12-round fights. I wanted 15-round fights, but when I set up the tournament, it was erroneously set up with 12 rounds, and we're stuck with it to the end. So rather than start all over again, that's where we are. Okay, we fought 2 of them. After Pernell Whitaker fights Ike Williams, next week Joe Gans will fight Carlos Ortiz. We will then reseed them, and we'll have 2 fights. And after that, we'll have the championship. So we should be done in about a month. In the meantime, Pernell Whitaker versus Ike Williams. Let's go. We're about to start round 1. Boxers are in the corner. Ike Williams in the blue corner. Pernell Whitaker in the red corner. What shenanigans do we have tonight? I don't know. We'll find out. Here we go. And there's the bell for round 1. Pernell Whitaker's looking to open up. Combination scores a point. We have 8 different sections of this fight here. Ike Williams has control. He lands across. Let me just show you what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, excuse me, 9 sections. And we fight those 9 sections, and the round is over. Possible cut for Pernell Whitaker. Here's the roll. He is not cut. We're into the 3rd section of the fight. Ike Williams in control. He's looking to throw a punch. He lands with another cross to the head. No damage on that one either. Williams still in control. There's a hook which missed. It's going to be a counter punch, and it's connected by Pernell Whitaker. Close round. They're going to be in the center of the ring. Referee breaks him up. Here comes Ike Williams. looking to land another punch. And he connects with a hook to the body. Back into the center of the ring, the two fighters, and they clinch. The referee separates them. This is a fairly even round as we come to the end. 26 seconds to go in round one. Ike Williams bobbing and weaving and lands across. 6 seconds in the round. Williams, can he get another punch off before the bell? He swings and misses. There's going to be a counterpunch as Whitaker connects at the bell with a counterpunch. And that's the end of round one. Pretty even round. Let's check the ringside scorecard. Ike Williams, the unofficial scorer, gives it to him 10-9. As I take a sip of water here, we're going to come out for round two. There's the bell for round two. Pernell Whitaker moving to his left. He ducks. He throws a hook and connects to the body. Williams just knocks it off to go to the center of the ring. And both fighters throw punches. They're blocked and they're missed, both of them. Nothing got through there. They're back in the center of the ring. Whitaker lands a combination. Ike Williams looking to take control here in the halfway through the round. He lands a straight punch. No damage on that one. Back to the center of the ring, the two boxers, Whitaker and Williams, exchange punches. Another fairly even round. Whitaker's got control now in the fight. Minute 6 seconds to go in the round two. It's an uppercut that scores. Ike Williams looking to take control, looking to open up. And he has a jab, and Pernell Whitaker's quick. He missed it. Got out of the way of that one. Williams still chasing him around the ring. Lands across is a possible cut. Here's the roll. No damage. 16 seconds to go in round two. Ike Williams moving to his right. Jabs, and it's slipped. It's going to be a counter punch. Landed by Whitaker. That might have been enough for him to win the round. And we go to round three as the boxers go back to their respective corners. Checking the ringside scorecard, it was a 10-9 Whitaker round. There you go, all even, 19 apiece. Both trainers working with the corners. They're giving instructions. Here comes the bell for round three. Whitaker comes out aggressively. Lands a hook to the body. Both fighters in the center of the ring. They're jockeying for position. Nobody's throwing any punches. Whitaker's moving to his left. Lands a hook to the body. Minute 48 to go in the round. We're halfway through round three. Whitaker's still the aggressor. Lands a combination. Back to the center of the ring for the two boxers. And Williams wins that exchange, and both fighters in a flurry. They're in the center of the ring, moving around, and Whitaker lands a couple of extra punches on that one. Still a close round. Whitaker might be slightly ahead. Both fighters jockeying for position. Nobody throwing punches. 35 seconds to go in the round. Ike Williams This is his slowest round yet. He's looking to land a punch, however, here. He misses with a jab. 7 seconds to go in the round. Whitaker looking to land a punch. And it is blocked by Williams. And both fighters turn, walk back to the corner. No damage in that round. Checking the ringside unofficial scorecard. 10-9 Whitaker. We do not know. That is not official, so we don't know what's going to happen. As we go on to round 4, both fighters have no damage. They both look pretty good to me. Whitaker's rushing out of his corner, looking pretty aggressive. He goes to throw a punch, and he misses a jab. Ike Williams meets him in the center of the ring. Both fighters throw punches, but both fighters have blocked the other guy's punch, and they've also missed a couple. Whitaker looking to land a punch. He scores with a jab. Possible cut. We got a dice roll for the cut. No. Still no damage either fighter. 1 minute, 41 seconds in the round. Ike Williams has control of this particular segment. Here we go. And he throws across. It's missed as Whitaker gets out of the way with his speed. Not a lot of damage in this round. Whitaker's got control. Lands a combination. As we approach the 1 minute mark, they're going to meet in the center of the ring. And there's a combination by Whitaker. He lands that combination to the body of Ike Williams. They're going back to the center of the ring again. Referee separates the fighters. Not that much action in this round. 24 seconds to go. They're in the center of the ring again. Both fighters not throwing any punches. 2 seconds to go. Will Whitaker land this punch at the end of the round, or will he miss it? No, he scores with a jab. That might have been all he needed to win that round at the end of round 4. We will go to round 5 in a moment. Here we go, checking the ringside scorecard. The ringside score, unofficial I may add, has Whitaker winning the last 3 rounds. And there's the bell for round 5. Whitaker's coming out aggressively again. Looking to land a punch on Williams, and he scores with an uppercut. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Referee separates them as they clinch. Ike Williams now looking to score. Moving to his left. Looking for an opening. Throws across, and Whitaker bobs and weaves his way out of that one. Whitaker now on the move. He's chasing Ike Williams down. He lands with an uppercut to the side of the head. Whitaker looks like he could be ahead in this round, but Williams now has control, looking to throw another punch. Is Whitaker too fast for Williams? I don't know. Williams lands a hook to the body. 1 minute to go in the round. They meet in the center of the ring once more, and Williams wins that exchange. Williams now moving to his right, looking to land another punch. We'll get a little momentum going here, and he lands a hook to the body. 29 seconds to go as Whitaker coming after him. He's looking to throw a punch, and he misses with the jab. Here comes the counterpunch, and Williams lands the counterpunch. 10 seconds to go in the round. Round 5 coming to an end, and it is going to be over. No damage. Here we go at the end of round 5. We head to round 6 as the fighters go to their respective corners. Checking the ringside scorecard, the unofficial scorekeeper gives that round to Ike Williams. It's a close 1-point fight. Will this go the distance? Let's find out. We're starting round 6. There's the bell. Out comes Whitaker aggressively, looking to land a punch. Lands across, looking to follow up. There's an opening. There's a jab. He lands it. First 2 segments of the round, he landed punches. He's still the aggressor. He's still got control. Will he land 3 in a row? Let's find out. It's a hook, but it's also going to be countered as Williams gets a little damage in there himself. Meeting at the center of the ring halfway through the round, Whitaker wins that exchange. Whitaker now chasing Williams into his corner. Here comes a punch. It's coming up. He misses it. It's blocked. 1 minute to go in the round. Williams now the aggressor. Blocked jab. They're not hitting. Most of these fighters are pretty fast, so they get out of the way of these punches. Williams wins that exchange in the center of the ring. 26 seconds to go, round 6. Williams looking to land another punch. No damage in this fight. Both fighters look pretty fresh. Williams lands a jab. 4 seconds to go in the round. Williams will be able to get one more punch in if he wants to. Let's see what happens. He hooked and he missed. It's going to be a counter punch and it's going to land by Whitaker. Possible cut. Let's have the dice roll for the cut. No damage. And there's the bell, the end of round 6. Another fairly even round. Let's see what the ringside scorecard gives that round to Ike Williams. It is all tied up at his scorecard after halfway through the fight. 6 rounds in the books. 6 to go. No damage for either fighter. Here we go. There's the bell for round 7. Whitaker comes out of his corner. He's done that several times pretty quickly. He scores with a jab. Here comes a cut check. Once again, no damage. Whitaker's still the aggressor here in round 7. Straight punch. Williams gets out of the way as he ducked under that one. Williams now chasing Whitaker back towards his corner. There's a hook. It's missed. Counter punch is a jab. Whitaker lands it. Not too much damage. Whitaker's done whatever little damage is done here in round 7. Williams looking to score some more. That jab is dodged by Whitaker as his speed is evident. He is faster than Williams. Back to the center of the ring. Very little action in this round. Foul check. We have a foul check, the first one of the fight. Incidental foul. It is not a foul. 1 minute, 19 seconds to go in the round. Ike Williams has the advantage as he's looking to score, and he lands across. There's a possible cut. There's Whitaker, no cut with that 17 roll. Still no damage in the fight. 45 seconds to go in the round. Whitaker on his horse chasing Williams around. Here comes the punch, lands an uppercut to the side of the head. 30 seconds to go in the round. They're in the center of the ring. Both fighters miss. 3 seconds to go. Williams will get the last punch here. Here we go. And he throws across, but the speedy Pernell Whitaker gets out of the way, and that round is over. Very little fighting done that round, and we go to the ringside scorecard at the end of round 7. Whitaker got it. I don't know how. Nobody hit anybody. Here we go. We come out for round 8. Ike Williams, the aggressor here in round 8. Combination scored by Williams to the body of Pernell Whitaker. They're back into the center of the ring. Williams wins that exchange. They're going to be back in the center of the ring once again. And we have a foul check this time on Pernell Whitaker. There's the dice roll. Once again, incidental, no contact. Both fighters had the same situation. They're in the center of the ring. Whitaker wins that exchange in the center of the ring. They're separated by the referee. Here we go, back to the center of the ring. Fighters jockey in position. This is another round with not a lot of action. Foul check, second one in the fight for Ike Williams. It's a marginal foul. No points deducted. He is warned. Pernell Whitaker comes out chasing Ike Williams into his corner, and he throws a hook and misses. Here comes the counter by Williams, and it is a good punch. We have a chin check. How bad was it? It's a solid shot, but Whitaker just shakes it off. 24 seconds to go in the round. They're back to the center of the ring. Whitaker wins that exchange. Here comes the last roll. 3 seconds to go. Whitaker will get the last punch in unless there's a counter. And he lands a jab. And that's the end of round 8. After round 8, let's take a look at these cards here as the numbers start to adjust. I'm not an expert on these cards, but it looks to me like Ike Williams is in a little worse shape than Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker says is elusive how he's fighting this fight, and it sure looks like he's elusive. Williams has missed a lot of punches, and Whitaker takes that round, takes an unofficial 2-point lead going into round number 9. Here we go. There's the bell. Back to the center of the ring, both fighters. Whitaker wins that exchange. He's been winning those exchanges lately in the center of the ring. They're going back to the center of the ring again. Referee splits them up. Ike Williams looking to be the aggressor inside. He throws a hook, but Whitaker gets out of the way of it. He is fast and lands a hook to the body. 1:44 to go in the round. Williams looking to be the aggressor, but Whitaker is getting out of his way and landing counters. Here's a hook that lands to the head of Pernell Whitaker from Ike Williams. Ike Williams is going to chase him down, try to get another one in there. Looking for an opening. Combination to the body, but there's going to be a counter punch. It's an uppercut to the side of the head by Pernell Whitaker. 1 minute to go in the round. Whitaker is slightly ahead, I think, in this particular round, as Williams is the aggressor. There's a hook that lands from Williams. Whitaker now coming after Ike Williams. Lands across. 40 seconds to go in the round. They go to the center of the ring. Whitaker's been winning these exchanges. And we have a second foul check for Pernell Whitaker. No foul. 10 seconds to go. Ike Williams looking to land a fight a punch in this fight before the bell, and he hits an uppercut to the body, and the round is over. Once again, looks like a fairly even round. We're going to go to round 10. Ringside scorer gives that round to Ike Williams, as he should, as Williams was the aggressor. Unofficially, Whitaker's got a 1-point lead, 3 rounds to go. Here's the bell for round number 10. Williams aggressively comes out of his corner, looking to land a punch. Scores with an uppercut. Whitaker must be slowing down. He's getting hit now. He wasn't getting hit in the middle of the fight. Whitaker looking to take control now, looking to open up on Williams. He lands across. Here we go. Whitaker still in control. Looking for an opening. Here's a combination scored by Whitaker. It looks like a possible cut. Let's find out what happens. And there's no cut. Still no mark on either fighter. In the 10th, minute and a half to go. Whitaker, the aggressor, now looking to land a punch, and he throws a combination to the head. More punches starting to land. Whitaker's looking good this round there in the center of the ring. Even exchange. Each guy gets a point. Back to the center of the ring. Williams wins that exchange. First one he's won in a while. 1 minute to go in the round. They're in the center of the ring again. Referee separates them. Looks like Whitaker's leading based on what I can see in this round. Both fighters throw punches. They're blocked. 1 second to go. They're going to be in the middle of the ring, and that's the end. And the bell for round 10. We're going to go to round 11 in a moment as the fighters go to their corners. If Whitaker, with this red 5, if Whitaker hits him on the chin, Williams may go, although there's no damage. Ringside scorer gives that to Pernell Whitaker. 2 rounds to go, 2 points up. It looks like Williams is going to have to win these last 2 rounds just to tie, just to get a draw. And if he doesn't win the last 2 rounds, he's going to have to knock him out to win the fight. Here we go. There's the bell for round 11. Whitaker comes out much fresher than Williams at this point, looking to land some punching. Lands with a combination. Williams now chasing Whitaker back into his own corner, looking to land a punch. He connects with a hook. Once again, neither fighter has any damage. They're in the center of the ring, and they exchange punches. Both fighters scored. Whitaker now backing up Ike Williams. Lands a hook. Williams now the aggressor, backing up Whitaker. Looking for an opening. Throws across, but the elusive Pernell Whitaker gets out of the way of that punch. Back to the center of the ring we go. Both fighters throw punches, but they're blocked. Nothing gets through. Whitaker now backing up Ike Williams. 53 seconds to go in the round. Whitaker throws a punch, scores with a jab. Back to the center of the ring they go. Both fighters throw punches, but the exchange is blocked. They're going to be in the center of the ring again. And they both score in that exchange, and that is the end of round 11. I think that one went to Whitaker too. Let's check it on the ringside scorecard. No, they gave that one to Williams. I don't see how they did it, but they did. This is a close fight. The scorecard on unofficially gives Whitaker a 1-point lead in this fight as we go to round 12. And the last round of the fight. Here's the bell. Fighters touch gloves in the center of the ring. Here we go. In the center of the ring, we have a second foul check, or a third when I've lost track, on Whitaker. Marginal foul. Both fighters have had a marginal foul. No points have been deducted. Whitaker now chasing Williams back into his corner, looking to land some punching power here, and hits his side of his head with an uppercut. Whitaker still in control, pushes him back against the ropes. Lands across. Whitaker doing all the damage in this round, 12th and final round. If he keeps this up, it looks like he may get the decision. There's an uppercut. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the fight. Ike Williams now coming in after Whitaker, backing him up, getting him in the neutral corner. Here's a cross. He lands, scores a couple of points. But Whitaker spins out of the corner now, chasing Williams down, looking to land, and he lands an uppercut to the jaw of Ike Williams. 53 seconds, less than a minute to go. Whitaker now still the aggressor. He's been the aggressor this whole round, and it looks like he's going to win the fight. If he can win this round, he scores again. 30 seconds to go in the fight. The crowd is on their feet, roaring. Whitaker looking to land a punch. He lands another combination. It's a possible cut. There's been no cuts in the fight, and there isn't one now as neither fighter is marked. 8 seconds to go, and there will not be a knockout. This is going to go to the scorecards. Whitaker in control. Here's the final punch of the fight. It's an uppercut. Here's a chin check. 8 seconds to go. What happens? Williams is stunned. He was hurt, but it's going to go to the judges. Neither fighter was knocked out. Neither fighter was knocked down. Neither fighter was cut. Whitaker looked like he was the aggressor as he took the fight to Ike Williams in round 12. Was he ahead far enough to win the fight? Let's find out as we hit the official results. Judge 1, 114, 113, 2, 116, 111, 118, 112. The winner by unanimous decision, Pernell Whitaker. There you go. That was the fight. Let's take a look at the fight report. Whitaker won round 12. He won in the last 3 rounds. He won majority rounds, so it was really close after the 7th, but looks like Whitaker took over. That's the fight. Gentlemen, we will write this up. It'll be on my Facebook page tomorrow morning if you want to read about it. It is on the YouTube channel here if you want to watch it again. Pernell Whitaker advances. Let's close the fight for a second. Let me get over here and open this up again. Pernell Whitaker wins in a unanimous decision. Next week's Joe Gans, Carlos Ortiz. Then we'll reorder the fights, and we'll have 2 more fights. And the winners of those fights will fight for the championship. I want to thank Mike Silva for coming by. Yeah, I'm up late. And if you're still here, Mike, the reason I explain why I'm up late tonight. I'm up late tonight because I used to watch Friday night fights with my brother back in the late 1950s. I didn't know anything about boxing. I was 8, 9 years old. My brother was 8.5 years older than me, but I liked to hang around with my older brothers, so we would watch the Friday night fights. They'd start at 8 o'clock at night on, I think it was NBC, but I don't really remember now because it was so long ago. Anyway, so every Friday night, I'm going to have a fight honoring the time I spent with my brother there, so that's why it's so late. Anyway, thanks, Mike, for coming in. Hey, Philip, thank you very much. In Bangkok, it's Saturday morning. Well, tomorrow morning I've got a couple of more broadcasts, so I hope you're having fun in Bangkok. I hope you had a good night's sleep and you enjoy your lunch, which you're going to have in a short time. Jeffrey 1852 was the first one in the ring. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. We will write this up. You can catch it all on my Facebook page tomorrow morning, and time to go to bed. Have a nice evening, everybody. See you tomorrow.